Okay. Ignoring these files, we're gonna go for this open slot here. Gonna keep myself at normal. Gamma's alright. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, my controller's being weird, I think. Weird, I might need to double check that here in a second. Actually, let me go ahead and double check that now. Because apparently it's not sensitive enough to do that here. Go ahead and turn those up. And let me just make sure that didn't mess with anything. Okay. Okay, I think we're good now. So this is something we've already largely seen, but I remember 2 years ago when I tried streaming this before, and this is one of the games that gave me problems running it for whatever reason, although that was on my old computer and not my new computer. Game giving me a tutorial immediately, even though I know how to play. Smash him with a brick on a stick. That's literally what it is, a brick on a stick. Did find an axe, which apparently has the same attack range, which I'm gonna go ahead and swap to. But no, I don't know why my computer 2 years ago was having problems running this, because playing this on my new computer has been nearly as much of a problem. Some more health potions. So, I don't know what was up with my last computer, but that one was a hand-me-down, so I guess to be sure there were problems to be had with it. I don't know if I showed this last time before, but you can just alternate between the sides and your heavy weapon, whatever it is, just on the fly. And I think it deals more damage. I might be wrong. Yeah, we were dealing 150 plus to most of these. Well, to that guy when we were swapping in between. Yeah, we can deal a lot of damage right now if we use that weapon right. And I think this might just be the case with this dungeon, but I think you're always assured to get at least some boots, some gloves, and at least a type of the two-handed weapons. You don't have to break these guys free, but I do it because it's extra XP. Smash. Climb, climb, climb. Plus you get that sweet combo of, well, I should show it. Throwing the scythes forward. I always thought that looked neat. I really do appreciate the way that THQ did this game, because when I was seeing trailers for it, I thought they literally just took death and made them like a mindless killing machine. And then I actually got this game and actually saw how intelligent he actually was. I kind of wish they did this a little bit more, but if you come back here in New Game Plus, he gives you a weapon. I guess they didn't want the player getting too broken already, if that makes sense. I mean, with how weapon stats in this game work, I would not be that like overly surprised, mostly because with games with equipment systems like this, the legendary equipment that you get from like bosses like that aren't typically that good and don't really stay long term. Then I feel like for this game in particular, they really went all out with the soundtrack, I think. Oh, please. Come on. Someone's missing his marbles. Ba, 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 ba. I also feel like with this game, this is really where, like, I haven't said it before, but like, this is where I started really getting my quote unquote Reaper aesthetic because of this game. Personally, I know it could be better. Also, personally, I'm not sure I care that much because I like this game enough that I don't really mind its faults. I love this part of the fight every time. Call me a sucker, but I love clash mechanics like that. I feel like playing Metal Gear Rising kind of exposed that about me already. I think I said this last time as well, but I think in the comic they mentioned death being damn near invulnerable, which is why War's left hand is that huge gauntlet. I I don't think I mentioned this part, but this is really like I don't know if I can say this like this, but this is kind of the point in the game that I kind of really enjoyed because thinking more on it, they really do a good job of introducing the bad guy immediately, like the big bad. So at this point in the story, I'm going to be trying to do kind of brief explanations of how Death is feeling at the moment. So right now with Death, he is primarily focused on trying to, as he said right there, trying to quote unquote redeem or uh, fix War's quote unquote problem of supposedly bringing humanity to a premature end. So right now, Death's whole focus is on resurrecting humanity and proving War is innocent. Might not be overly important, but I will try and do that when the time comes prudent. We arrive at the first major hub, Tristone. First thing I'm gonna do is try and get some extra gold. I have to get hiccups right now, jeez. Okay, give me one moment. I'm gonna try and fix my hiccups. Let's continue. Okay, I think I got all the gold I potentially can right now. At least in this area, but this guy is going to help me out a ton. You do get this side quest to fight Thane, but it's not possible, I think, right now. I'll go ahead and attempt it real fast. Yeah, no. It's really hard right now, so either you need more powerful equipment or you need to wait for something later. He has a lot of these combos that we would want to get eventually. This is essentially a replacement for, I think it's Volgrim in the first game, giving you, well, training you in them for souls. In this one, probably evident by the picture, you need to beat Darksiders 1 before you can get it, but it gives you the ability to dodge forward and throw the sides forward and deal damage. It's pretty much a good opening move. I'm gonna go ahead and go down here because there's this pot right here. Maybe that's on the other side. There is another thing around here that I want to get, but like I said, I think it's on the other side. And this is pretty much the only time I'm going to be able to come down here and get it, if it is here at all. Nope. Okay, but you can see down in the lower left-hand corner, I have two sets of currencies. I have gold, as well as what would appear to be a rhombus-esque picture. Those are boatman coins. Boatman coins are another form of currency that only Volgrim will take. Oh. Miria here is also the only vendor currently we have access to, but for how expensive most of her items are, we can't buy any talisman. But with how much gold we have, we can buy a health potion or a wrath potion. You can see the 8 and 9 beside them. She has the limited stock, and that's the case for all vendors that sell equipment. Is a limited stock of those potions if they sell any. See, that was Miria. We have the Serpent Tome here, which is currently empty. On the original version of the game, for the 360 version, it used to be that if you bought the items from the Xbox store, you could redeem them and actually claim them from the Serpent Tome here. Otherwise, you can use Serpent Tome to, say, send a piece of gear over to friends or what have you. So really, it serves a really niche use, unfortunately. That and the items from the Xbox Live store or the PlayStation store. I think this game had a PlayStation release. Can be found either from killing a boss or finding a specific chest randomly in the world. That's why I want to make note of this guy here. So this is Valis, the one of the Forge siblings. And as you can see, he has one hand handling the hot metal sword, and the other hand is his hammer. And I think there's a particular reason for that, but for now we will let the Forge sister take it from here. Alia there basically saying, we all need blades. Why is yours any different? I've always ever played the 360 version of this game, but I never really took in the scenery here. You got the two warrior makers either side as you exit, and then the stone father there holding the tears and fire of the mountain. I guess all in all, maker culture is something else entirely. Unlike the story, you think the middle part opens. No, it's a humongous dial. Well, a humongous wheel, I should actually say. I never really thought about I I never really thought about how the makers being called old ones would that technically make the makers one of the first things I've ever lived? Because here's Bowman coin. Because Adard's dialogue there seems to point or hint at the fact that their world was one of the first created, but with their hands and their talents, they've made many more worlds, essentially. So I guess technically, in that respect, are they also responsible for all the worlds that demons and angels have come to claim, and then forging Earth somehow in secret? I don't know. There is something here that I want to go and get, but something I should show as well. That thing is pretty intimidating looking. It does bar the way, but if you get close to it, it doesn't do anything. It just looks imposing. Well, that'd kind of cool if they made that like a little optional boss that you could technically try and kill. But this is what I came for. A Book of the Dead page. Collect 10 of these to create a chapter, which can be sold to Volgrim. And I'm pretty sure I got really lucky there, but parasites, which have higher attack power, and they look different. I've never seen these sides before. First time for everything. We have new hammer. We have the pauldron that I didn't go over, but we're not high enough level to be able to wear it. Shoulder guard of the dreaded Horseman War. Fragmented with raw power residing in its plate, the pauldron of the horseman endows the wearer with the strength of war and the wrath of ruin. Okay, so we're a step closer to having a full set of armor. The Weeping Crag. By all technicalities, this actually can be our first dungeon here. By all technicalities, because there's a locked door immediately here that we can't actually get past. The only way forward we have is to go this way. Bash him with an axe. There's our first Wrath Potion. Boink. Ooh, much better. I'm so used to having one of the later combos immediately. I don't usually get that so readily. Can't do anything up there. And yeah, only course to go is this way. What's down here? Smash. Whoop, whoop. There's that skeleton key that we wanted to get. But now the question is, where does the other way we saw go? Is there anything in the water here? Pretty much any time in this game when they give you a pool of water, always check the bottom of it, because you never know if they hide a boatman coin there. Also, now I think about it, I could have... I took the scenic route. Speaking of scenic route. Oh, blue boots. Gimme. Right idea, wrong side. There are some sections for the parkour that I'm not looking forward to. Oh, I did not think I'd be able to kill him that easily. Ooh, arm blades. Arm blades are essentially, well, they're two-handed weapons, but they are a lot faster than axes, hammers, and glaives. So think of it essentially as being able to equip two pairs of scythes. but one has a completely different moveset than the other. New gloves, thank you. Ooh, gauntlets. Those deal increased critical chance, but not increased critical damage. Hmm. I don't know. I don't think they're worth right now. What is worth going is going this way. Oh, hey, look at that. Haha! Didn't touch water a single moment. Oh, well, bummer. If I did that jump right, I could have jumped over and gotten that chest. Oh, then. I'll just get the chest later. The easy tactic. Well, the easy tactic. The way you're actually intended to do it. That we'll talk about later. I do need to empty my inventory. So the Volgrim here. He can respec you, so you'll be able to reset your skills. You could spend 25,000 gold to get a random artifact, a random talisman. And then finally the boatman coins. You can get a free enchanted item. Well, a free enchanted. With 1 coin, 1,000 gold, you get an enchanted item. With 5,000 gold and 5 coins, you get a rare item, which is a blue item. With 10,000 gold and 8 boatman coins, you get a elite item. And then finally 50,000 coins and 50,000 gold and 20 coins, you can get a possessed weapon. For now, I'm just gonna sell my stuff. I'll keep that for now. You can sell off the potions for 200 apiece, but it's not really worth it. So yeah, there's that side quest. Which we didn't get the pop-up there, but I think we got it a little while ago. The Book of the Dead. The pages of the Book of the Dead are scattered across the realms. Collect 10 pages to form a chapter, then sell the complete chapter to Fulcrum for a reward. And the reward that we get from Fulcrum is quite significant, actually. Honestly, armed blades are so good. They're kind of niche early on because they hit so fast along with hitting so hard, like the scythes. Not to mention they actually have that ranged attack, believe it or not. Which can deal a ton of damage. Case in point. Again, we'll talk about that later. Brr, 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 brr. I love flatmates, am I right? Got him. Yeah, skill points. Okay. I think last time I was going down the Necromancer route, I just got Harbinger mostly because I just wanted to get the teleport slash. That's probably the only thing from that tree I'm going to actually use. Most because I don't think there's I think one power on the Necromancer side that I don't really use because I don't think it's that worth. There's another page. And I think if we go around here, there's a chest we can access right now. I think I might be wrong. Because there's that chest over there, but we can't get to it from here. That's because, yeah, we can't make that run. And then going around and checking, there's no way to get up there that we can easily see. But we can see there's a boatman coin there. So if I recall correctly, there is something extra here that we can't see. At least I think there is. Yeah, there it is. You can't see it too well, I can imagine, but there is something here that we'll need something later to come back for. new scythes, which are actually stronger. We look at, oh my gosh, they look so cool. Oh my god, I love it. I love how these scythes look. They look so cool. Oh my gosh. Like, don't get me wrong. I have the whole Reaper aesthetic. I do not own a scythe, unfortunately. I really want to get one though. Though there's hardly any good scythes to buy. And I'm talking like, I'm not saying like, the little kitty ones that you can go buy at stores right now. I mean like full on metal like scythes that you would actually use for fighting someone. Cuz like they have them. They have them. It's just either they're ridiculously expensive, they're just for wall decoration, or they're literally the farming sites that farmers grab to get to cut grass. Now that I mention Halloween and that, like at least in my mind, the holidays are always like something to look forward to, but it's also like it's also sad because like when all is said and done, it's just more time on the clock that's been passed. It's like, yeah, we all came together to celebrate the holidays, but what are we gonna do after this? You know? There's that coin. It's like, call me a Debbie Downer, but it's hard to get excited for the holidays anymore, especially when you get states like mine where they celebrate any one particular holiday like entirely way too soon. Like, I like holidays as much as the next guy, but I'm not into being midway through summer and just hearing Christmas music starting already. Or even like heck, like Halloween, right? Like being midway through September and Halloween already like getting started, like people excited for it. And I know it's that thing of like, I know it's that thing that companies do to like push excitement to start getting ready for the holidays, but at that point it's just another selling tactic. I don't know. I don't know. For all I know, I'm jaded and being like I'm just being like critical over the holidays for no particular reason. I mean, pretty much my line of thinking right now is I have to go alone. The only thing about the arm blades is that they're very single target damage. Pup it is then. How to get the players to do anything. Promise them loot. I was gonna say, during that fighting, I thought I heard a weapon drop somewhere. Maybe it was this glaive and I already picked it up. Who can say? Go ahead and top off. The Cauldron. Ooh. Oh. Oh. It has the added shock benefit. Yeah, I'm losing 6 points of damage. I think that's worth. Not to mention you look freaking cool. And actually, this reminds me of something that's going to become increasingly prevalent as we go through But early game, we're really at our most vulnerable as far as elemental attacks go. With things like fire or ice, we are exceedingly vulnerable. Like, if I were to get frozen, I would probably die instantly. But here, you can see that shock damage is actually putting in its weight. Because you can see that as it deals damage to them, it puts them in a stun lock, which makes my job all the easier. I'll take that. I have 5 coins, so I think I could go get a rare item if I wanted to. But I'm not gonna. Volgrim stuff, I think it's worth waiting for the possessed gear, because the possessed weapons I think are better overall than what you can get out of the other boxes. But you can't get possessed armor, unfortunately. It has to be elite gear. This is during that time where I think they were transitioning, like most games were transitioning to like a basic loot system. So you have your commons, your rares, your legendaries and whatnot. Oh, I never thought about doing that. That's so much easier than how they actually intended for you to do this. Oh, also, welcome to my channel where I don't do anything to make my things easier on myself. Jeez. That thing's happened to me. I don't know why. The thing happening to me is that I'm getting like increasingly tired or restless. Well, not restless, I should say. I'm just getting tired for no reason. The thing that is thankful about having an elemental effect on things like these claws is the fact that because you're hitting so often, you are getting like almost increased chances of the effect going off. I smell chicken. Okay. Eh. These are supposed to be crow sides, but I think I'll stick with these ones. They look simple, but I love how they look, honestly. Get the map of the dungeon. Hey, that guy looks familiar. Oh yeah, I guess these are technically knuckles, I think. These hooks. And the boatman coin. Doesn't seem to be any extra gold lying around on the ground. This dungeon, I think, is like the most hand-holdy. The most hand-holding we'll get throughout the game. Butts down the door! Huh. That's weird. Blue glowy ball. And a divot here that fit that ball. Clearly I'm supposed to throw that ball into the lava. Hua! Oh. Does the ball go in the hole then? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I solved it. Okay. Ooh, pauldrons. We are fully protected. Well, kind of. Boink. Hey. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but the main thing about all of the dungeons in Darksiders 2 is they're all linear. But all because they're linear doesn't mean they're bad, because good gosh, look at that environment. The ash flowing through the air. It's like I'm watching The Lord of the Rings all over again. Ooh. Possessed scythes. Excellent. Well, we gotta start upgrading these immediately. Frost damage, defense, critical damage, or arcane critical damage. Let's increase defense for right now. Possessed weapons gain experience when items are sacrificed to them. When a new experience level is gained, you'll be given choices of how to upgrade the weapon. Except I already just did that. The tutorials are too slow, my guy. But still, we ballin'. But because these scythes deal frost damage, every time we hit something, we are applying, I think, increasing stacks of frost. If we stack enough, not only will they start being slowed down, if we stack as much as possible, we can freeze enemies entirely. So you kind of see that. Yeah, you can see how much more blue he's getting. So if you can get sites that don't do a lot of damage but have a lot of frost damage, you can actually really hurt enemies for taking too long to hit you. And boop. Another page for the Book of the Dead. Huh, well, that looks familiar. What do I do with this? Well, I tried. I'm going home now. Colby. Alright, let's play golf. Oh wow, I was way off. Oh, are you gonna roll in? Son of a gun. There we go. Kobe. Shadow bomb dislodge. Shadow bombs explode with devastating force. Anything in the blast radius will be blown away or destroyed. The force of a bomb blast can be used to move large objects. Ah, I kissed the rim. And Kobe. Well, now I gotta have fun. Okay, well, now I need to know, right, if this is possible. Oh, oh, keep going, keep going. Okay. If it's possible, it'll take someone more skilled than I to do it. This room, honestly, is kind of cool. Despite what that's rising from, it's really cool. No time to lose. Whoop. This is one of those rooms where I time myself as it's going on. Huh. That's weird. I actually can. Okay. But no, what I do is there are enemies over there that you can go kill, but that's supposed to be like, oh, you decided to do this mechanic, so here you go. That and as soon as that platform comes out of water, you can just jump on it and ride it all the way up. One of the lost journeyman treasures. This platter holds deep sentimental value to Karn. Oh yeah! You are all welcome. Dark Avenger. This weapon once belonged to a human warrior named Draven. During countless duels, the weapon absorbed Draven's own rage and thirst for revenge against those who wronged him. The Dark Avenger is infamous for possessing a furious lust for blood and carnage. And that's the first legendary weapon we get, although we can't use it. Although you can kind of see it deals it deals 60 to 72 damage. It has increased defense and increased knockback power. But seemingly what it doesn't seem to say here is that every legendary item has its own kind of special trait attached to it. So for that one, I believe it's for that one, I think it's the more damage you deal, like the more hits you land, the more damage you deal over time. I think I could be wrong. I probably am wrong now I think about it. All of the legendary weapons are, I think, on the wiki. If anyone is interested to see what they do or where they come from. Pop the cork. It's kind of amazing to think that that stopper is what was keeping that lava from flowing. It's kind of funny. There is our fifth Book of the Dead page, so we're already halfway through our first chapter. And I think, now that I mentioned it, I think there was originally concept art for getting all of the Book of the Dead, because I imagine they originally wanted you to find a lot of pages, but I guess they must have cut it to the 40 that are actually in the game. Like kind of a not really important point. It's just something I think about a lot is the development history behind games every now and then. Like I always just think like, I wonder if there was like an exploit here that like made you think you did the dungeon already or something. So we've leveled and we've gotten 900 gold for our trouble. And he gave us, well, we leveled, so we got a skill point out of that. Um, 64 health for 64 more health for each ghoul. That is kind of worth. Not to mention, damage dealt is worded as wrath for death. Restores one wrath per ghoul attack. That might be worth because ghouls can attack a lot. Let's head back to TriStar. Our first instance of fast travel. I'm willing to bet maybe we could take this guy on now. More than you have. Okay. I'm going to give this one more try because I think I got it, but you can get one ability soon that just can destroy him. Damn. I didn't think I could do that. Fifth here. I wonder what alt deaths he has with the Kidna. We can train, but I'm gonna hold off on that for a moment. Oh, we do have these now. Fiery Souls. Can unlock that. Death's enemies are driven to attack the summoned ghouls. Oh yeah, I do need that. Oh, we should have talked to Muria before talking to the Forge Sister. on. Um, I'll keep it for now. I might use it. Oh, wait. I'll take that back at least. Guys, I just remembered I have possessed scythes that could technically use these items. The thing about possessed scythes that, now that I think about it, early game possessed scythes might not be that good because there's so few item drops that you can actually use to power them up. Redemption. A powerful pistol belonging to Death's brother, Strife. Yeah, we've seen Strife already. And yeah, now we can buy items, but I don't think I will be buying much. Mostly because there's so few items right now that could really be better than what I currently have. Except maybe the Shroud. 31 resistance is not to sniff at, but we'll wait and see. Sage Gloves. A lot of the different armor sets in this game are also really kind of worth looking at. Reaper Form. The unstoppable Reaper Form allows Death to inflict and sustain huge amounts of damage. Kill enemies with Reaper attacks to gain a Reaper energy. That is the ability that I was talking about with Thane over there, that you could use that to kind of circumvent his fight. It makes it ridiculously easy to kill him, to actually beat him in that fight. Oh, he doesn't do the reload animation, I don't think. There we go. I can't quite get the whirlwind combo. I think right now we technically have no Reaper tech, so we're gonna go ahead and buy one combo. The the Reaper Slam. There we go, we should be good now. Whew. Oh, more possessed weapons? I have wrecking balls. I guess also, yeah, we can technically use the pauldron we got a little while back because now we're actually level 5. Actually, we could start using this. There is one NPC here that I would like to talk to. But first, I'm gonna get that Bowman coin that's just floating there. Oh, whoops. Lure Stone. The Lure Stone pairs itself with any struck enchantment stone, drawing them to its owner's location. Shoot an enchantment stone with redemption to awaken it. The Lure Stone will do the rest. Case point. Although from this point on, those stalkers that we've been seeing are regular enemies. Although, we have the Reaper form, but that necessarily won't really help us too much. But the good thing about the stalkers is that they drop a guaranteed piece of loot. It's a guaranteed piece of loot that is at least enchanted as well. We can give it more strength, we can give it arcane, or we can give it arcane critical. We're gonna give it arcane. I'm gonna kill all the stalkers in this area. There's, I think, this one and one more. Then I'll get over to the Drench Fort, and I think I'm gonna end it there. Savage Buckler. The only problem with Reaper form is that it's really hard to build up until you get item abilities. It's like, oh, Reaper energy on kill or something. What killed the dinosaurs? A giant hammer! Got it. Okay. That is, I think, where I'm going to actually stop for now. If I can, I'll try and do another stream tomorrow. And I think at this point, I'm going to go ahead and start my migration. I'm going to be going and doing streams on my YouTube channel. Just as a local heads up. Okie doke. Thank you all for coming. Have a good night.